Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see everyone once again. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. I think those who have been with me for some time, you should know that the 3 minutes countdown timer music has changed, right? So because I think there was some copyright issue with the previous music, they're always showing some, random Facebook link to another person which claim that he has the rights to the music. So I get irritated. So I just changed the music. So I hope this time round should be okay. All right. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. All right. I'm friendly. I won't bite. So just give me a like and share as well. Say a hi to me. Okay. So I know today it is a Good Friday. It is a public holiday in Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, and also, of course, the United States. The stock market is actually closed today. All right. So I'm not sure how many of you will be actually attending my Facebook Live, but I'm broadcasting this one to Facebook Live and also on the YouTube Live as well. If you are watching this from YouTube, please say a hi to me also in the chat box. Okay. So let me take a look at the comments right now. So Hi, Chí Minh, Han Hong, Gaylor, Pei Wen, Gilbert, Kok Leong, Zen, Jolene, Mary, Wei Lun, Audrey, Pauline, Swatha, Jazz, Andrew, Mark, Vincent, okay, Vicky, James, Yang. All right, Jason from YouTube, Jayson. Good to see every one of you here once again. Okay, as mentioned, today is a public holiday. You guys should be watching Netflix. Why are you guys watching me? Anyway, thank you for supporting me once again. No, I know I mentioned in the Telegram channel, I mentioned that asking whether you guys are interested in watching the YouTube, as in the Facebook Live, right? You guys say you are okay. Give me some good comments. Someone asking me to rest. Actually, I'm fine with it because I'm a family man. So Friday, this morning and afternoon, I've been spending my whole time with my family. So yeah, I'm okay with it. So at night, nothing much to do. Even though Singapore is opening up, the nightlife is opening up, but I don't club. I don't go and drink nowadays. So yeah, I'm staying at home. Okay, family guy. So I'm okay to do the Facebook Live, and actually after the Market Insights Virtual Summit, right? The very Sunday, I went for a staycation with my family. So I had a very good rest already. So I'm okay with doing this Facebook Live as well. All right. So yeah, LH, Jimmy, HJ, Tiger, Beer, ST from YouTube as well. Okay, Carfog, Leons, okay, Benson. Okay, so just a very quick disclaimer first. Okay, let me share my screen over here before we go into the chart. Okay, so let me zoom in over here. As usual, my disclaimer, whatever I share today is just for education and informational purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence. Alex is always wrong. So please don't copy me. My opinion doesn't mean that I'm right. Okay? So today, I'll keep it. Hopefully I can keep it short and sweet. Okay, give you some of the indices updates, mainly the Dow, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq 100. So give you some key levels to watch out whether you think it is a bull or bear. All right. I also mentioned about the seasonality. Okay, for those who attended the summit. Okay, the last weekend. In fact, IG analyst Jun Rong also talked about the seasonals on the US exchange, as in US stock market, okay, the STI and also the Hong Kong market as well. And I also will be sharing with you what are the sectors that are in play, okay, in this midst of this correction also. All right, just a quick show of hand. So I understand that the market, it is undergoing a correction, I think, for the past 2 weeks already. So just a quick show of hand. If you are still fully feeling bullish, okay, in the market, okay, just type bull, B-U-L-L, in the comments. If you are feeling bearish already, starting to feel a bit bearish, okay, you think there's more to drop in the upcoming 1 or 2 weeks, right? Type bear in the comments, okay? If you are still bullish, type bull in the comment. If you are bearish, type bear in the comment. Okay, so just to have a idea what you guys are actually feeling and have a consensus of what the masses are actually feeling right now. All right, so yeah, you can type in your comment while I continue some of the housekeeping rules and such. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, the virtual summit, okay, has ended already last week, and this coming Sunday, the 17th of April, is actually the last day of the replay. So do go ahead and watch the replay. So for those who are new to the Facebook Live or the YouTube broadcast, okay, you can go to the link in the comments or in the chat box over here. So once again, I will show you the link in case you don't know. I think, but most of you should have already attended the sessions or watched the replay by now. So this was the virtual summit. All right. So just watch the replay over here and fill up the details, and you get access to the replay. And for those who are already subscribed to our list, you should already get the replay link in your inbox or inside the Telegram channel. All right. So let me also share the Telegram channel and also the YouTube channel as well. So do subscribe to our Telegram and YouTube channel as well. Sometimes I do post some of the videos that I will not post on Facebook and such. So do subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. So I posted in the chat box also. So let me take a look at the comments right now regarding the consensus. Okay, so let me see. Avery say boo, Pei Wen boo, Bokui B is boo or bear. Boo is also B, bearish is also B, okay? Zen is bear, bull bear, bull bear, bull bear, bear, bull, bull bear. Actually, it's quite mixed. Some are bull, some are bear. So I think, interestingly, polling is saying neutral. Okay, neutral. Ming, James, bear, Rachel, bear. All right. So, okay, so interesting. Young is bull. And nevertheless, I think the seems right now the consensus is still 50-50. So let me share with you, okay, my view, okay. So before I go into that last one, okay, last one, all right. So I want to share with you this wash and rinse webinar by Beanie also. So during the last weekend, Beanie also talked about automation and also the wash and rinse pattern setup. So in fact, I mentioned a lot of times, a lot of the entry trigger, especially the wash and rinse, is I learned from her as well. And right now, she's sharing with you a wash and rinse webinar for free. Okay, so there are basically two links you can go to. Okay, the first one you can see is this one, bit.ly/alien wash 2022. So you go to this site, all right. You come to this page over here, okay? So you can go to register 18 April webinar, all right? So this will be the link. Just register, put in your name and email address, and you'll be free, okay? You can get access. By the way, 18 is this coming Monday. Alternatively, okay, you can just go directly to this, all right? Or 18 April over here. Just go here, go straight to this site also. So I'll post the link in the comments and the chat box also. So before I go into that, I just want to share with you, like, of course, Beanie will be sharing her cost and such. Okay, she is selling something, but it is not expensive, and you can actually get the $700 cost refunded to the brokerage account also. Just let me do a very quick one to let you guys know, and it is not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's just $700, and if you qualify for the promo, right, you get $700 refunded. Okay, so the alien wash cost is 100% fully refunded, no hidden terms. Yes, so of course there are some terms and conditions, but it is pretty straightforward. Okay, so all you have to do is just to open an account with either these two brokers over here. Okay, XC, Blueberry. All right, personally I have XC. All right, so you can watch the terms and condition over here. Basically, I'll keep it short and sweet. You need to just fund Sing dollars, $2,000. Okay, and you trade a minimum of two standard lots. Okay, two standard lots. Very fast one if you're trading the FX market. Okay, pretty simple to get, and the refund period is from 1st August last year to 30th June. You still have about 2 months to get this $700. So essentially, okay, keep it short and simple. You fund 2K Sing dollars once you traded a minimum of two standard lots, right? The $700 will be refunded to your broker account. So essentially, you are getting the wash and rinse cost for free. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm not going to explain too much over here. You can just go to the link that I mentioned, go and walk through with it. All right. You're still unsure, go through the module one. If you're really sure, go here and subscribe to the $700 wash and rinse full suite of the module and also the indicators as well. So let's say, okay, I mean, if I say good, it is really good. Okay, I think you can trust me. Okay, just go ahead and do that, because a lot of my triggers is also using the wash and rinse trigger. So yeah, you're still feeling unsure, never mind. All right, just go to the wash and rinse webinar and check it out, how she actually uses the wash and rinse to trigger her trade as well. Later, I will share with you some of the trades that I'm using wash and rinse as well. Okay, so you can see M Page, right? I think it's also a student from Beanie. The refund was very fast. Okay, right? Can watch that too? Register. Okay, fantastic polling. So that's it for now. Let's go to the chart right now. So as I mentioned, going through the indices update, right? So before I go to indices update, so just a very quick recap on what the Jun Yang actually mentioned on the session. Okay, let me try to copy the the image first. Give me one moment. I forget to copy. Just give me one time first. Now, okay, I go through here first. Okay, the US stocks over here. All right, you guys can see the chart, right? So let me just expand it, make my face smaller. So you can see actually from last Sunday, Jinyang also mentioned about the seasonals. Okay, so it's mentioned that April tend to be a positive month. All right, for the S&P 500, 90% positivity rate for the past 10 years. All right, and in fact 74% positivity rate throughout history. I don't know throughout history. I don't know if since the 1900 or don't know what. Doesn't matter, but it just tells us that it is a very high positive rate. Okay, and can see from the chart that April tends to be a very bullish month, okay, and only in 2012 it is negative. And in fact, you can see that from April, May, okay, people always say that sell in May and go away, right? Actually, it's not sell in May. Okay, the answer is actually sell in June and go away. Maybe the chart here doesn't really show you that that June actually is a bad month to enter, but I will show you my own data later. Okay. Gayla says, two standard lot is to buy stocks. Can be okay for the XC, at least from what I know, XC you can trade stocks, can trade indices, can trade commodities. As long as you trade all these within two standard lots, you can get the refund. Okay, can. All right, so so April, and right now we are in the midst of April. In fact, we're in the middle of April. Of course, the market is still correcting. And if you still believe that the seasonals will be in play, okay, at least, don't be so bearish. Okay, find a reason to be bullish and not so bearish. Okay, that's my opinion, because even from the chart itself, long-term wise, it is still showing a bull trend, still is uptrending market. Okay. All right, so this is at least for the US market. So remember, all right, April, May, and June. April and May tend to be bullish month for the US stock market. All right, so let me might as well go through the Singapore and Hong Kong. Let me see the Hong Kong, Singapore. Okay, Singapore, copy file. Just give me a moment. Copy file, paste. For the Hong Kong, copy file. Okay, so let's go to the Singapore market right now. Is the Singapore market? Yes. All right, this is the Singapore market. Okay, so for STI, the Straits Times Index, all right, for the month of April, 80% positive rate, right? And for the month of May, only 20% positive rate. So if you think the seasons is still in play, in fact, the STI has already ran up already. Okay, only recently has been undergoing a correction. So I think it is in play. May and June is not a good time for the STI. All right, for the Singapore stock market. And if you go to the Hong Kong market as well, let me go to the Hong Kong market. Is this Hong Kong market? Yes, Hang Seng Index. Hang Seng Index also is the same. Okay, in fact, for April, it is also a very good month. Pretty in line with the Singapore market as well. April is a good month. May and June is not so much. Okay. MH, is it only must be in Forex? I've forgotten already. Okay. But nevertheless, even if you just trade the FX, it is very fast. Okay. Two standard lots, very easy one. Okay. Very easy to hit one. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, okay, this is at least for the seasonals, right? Okay, I'm not going to go through that again. So, sectors. This is my personal one. Okay, so, I'm not going to share with you this slide. So, you guys can later screenshot or whatever it is. You can see that this is the SPY, the ETF S&P 500. Generally, you can see that in April, all these all these are green. Okay, all these are green. May also quite pretty positive. All right, so April, May, June, and you see that a lot of times, a lot of the sectors are not so positive or in red. Red meaning that less than 50% less than 50% positivity rate for the month of June. Okay, so that in June is typically not a good month. April, the best month. May is not too bad. June, not good. Then from July onwards, better. Right? August, September, not so good until the end of October, November, December. Then that is the December or the Christmas rally, right? Okay. And so there are also different sectors, industry. They are pretty good. Okay, in April. Typically, in fact, in April, a lot of the sectors, industry are all generally bullish. So nothing much to talk about. Okay, I'll share that with you later. Okay. Joshua say yes for Asian stocks based on the seasonal, the statistical data, at least for the past 10 years. That's right. You should sell in May and go away for the Singapore and the Hong Kong market. For the US market, it's actually sell in June and go away. All right. Ryan Ang said all in, not all in, because right now the market, it is still undergoing a correction right now. Okay. And so let's go through the S&P 500. This is the S&P 500 futures prices. All right. So for the past 2 weeks, price has already undergone a pullback already. So let me take a look at my Telegram channel. So let me see. I before the event starts, I think my last Facebook Live was on the 1st of April. Yeah, 1st of April. I think quite some time ago. Let me go through that. Okay. This is the 30th of March over here. 30th of March, okay. I mentioned actually that overall, the indices are overextended. There could be a pullback anytime soon. 30th of March. If you already have a position, then enjoy the ride and tighten your stops. If you don't have any position, I mentioned already, don't FOMO. FOMO meaning that fear of missing out and buy now, swing trading context. Okay, stock selection is important. And I think the market is going to rotate into small cap. Big caps might not do so well within the next 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, I got this wrong. In fact, the small cap also get whacked as well. In fact, I think lose more than the big caps as well. So I got it wrong. The thing I got it correct is this. Okay, 30th of March. 30th of March. 30th of March. Where is it? 30th of March is as this vertical line here. Alternate. I need to draw this line. Okay. Yeah, 30th of March is this line over here. Quite soon, I say don't go and chase the market. The moment I posted that out, the market started to correct already. Okay, this is where I got it correct. Okay, but the one I got it wrong is actually that I thought it will be rotating into the small cap, but it didn't. It didn't. So in fact, small cap, mid cap, big cap all get whacked. All right, can. So subsequently, let's take a look at the chart right now. So just right now, so let me add in the cloud indicator over here, just the cloud only. Okay, so can you see, previously I mentioned also prior to that, in a downtrend, price has broken above the cloud, so uptrending, right? And right now we are in the midst of inside the cloud. Okay, consolidating. Okay, but as long as price is still above the cloud, I would deem it as an uptrend. Okay. Darius said yesterday was a wash and rinse. Okay, yes, you are right. Okay, I wouldn't say it's a failed wash and rinse. Okay, because it didn't break the low. Also, I'll go through that later. Okay, all right. So this is S&P 500. The Nasdaq. All right, we are right smack at the cloud support right now. So quite crucial over here. All right, for the Dow. Dow is the strongest among the 3 indices. All right, we just broke above the cloud and then pull back. We are still hovering near the cloud support over here. So at least you know that we are still in an uptrend based on the daily time frame. Daily, so every single candle here is every single day. Okay, every single day, 1 day. All right. So if we zoom into the weekly time frame, nothing much has changed. Also, all right. Nothing much has changed. All right. So I mentioned that previously, I think March we should see a rally. Indeed, there's a rally, but overall, overall, can see that nothing much has changed. We are still in an uptrend. I say for many months, we are still overall in an uptrend. This correction is actually, I feel, quite welcome to it. Nothing much has changed. I repeat, nothing much has changed. We are still in an uptrend on a longer term time frame. Okay, Nasdaq, right, hit the weekly cloud support and then rebounded. Nothing much has changed. We are still on a uptrend. Dow, same as well, the strongest among the three. We are still on a uptrend. So no, doesn't fall below the cloud. It is still on an uptrend. All right. Is it clear for you guys so far, especially for those who are new here? All right, above the cloud uptrend. If everything is okay, right, just type okay in the comments for now before I move on. All right, so we are still in the uptrend. Okay, understand? Just type okay in the comments. Jim is asking, what did you see on 30th of March? Nothing. Okay, nothing. All right, nothing. 30th of March, I don't have a crystal ball. Okay, it's just totally luck. Because, you know, the time you should enter, be it the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq, the best time to enter is somewhere around here. But I think I also mentioned that in my Facebook Live, I entered into Nasdaq. There's a wash and rinse pattern over here. Wash and rinse pattern. Again, this is a wash and rinse pattern. Okay, if you're interested to know, this is a wash bar over here. Okay, wash bar over here, and then this. Sorry for the comments hidden. This is the wash bar over here. Okay, and then this is the rinse bar over here. All right, and then the rinse bar over here. Okay, that's why I entered into the Nasdaq. This is the S&P lah. Okay, subsequently price continue to hit higher. I think probably somewhere around here. I think. Okay, and once it hit over here, it was this resistance over here, the standard support resistance over here. Okay, a breakout over here, and then a false breakout comes up down. So at that point in time, I'm thinking that it is not the right time to chase already. So the risk to reward, it is not in your favor at any time. There could be a pullback soon. Okay, and I also mentioned in this video over here. Okay, my previous Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube video, I think is it here? Yeah, on this video over here, right? This video, April 13. Okay, I also mentioned that there are people who actually went in on this candle over here, thinking that this is a pin bar or a hammer candlestick pattern. All right. If you have been following me, I've said many times, I don't like to see a hammer. Okay, especially somewhere that is very pretty obvious. You can see, Amal Ako also can see, Uncle Lee, Uncle Jay also can see, everybody can see, everybody go long. You think so it's easy for you to make money? That's why I say, I rather skip the trade than to take a hammer candlestick pattern. Because why? I also say many times, because I got hit badly last time. I see a candlestick pattern, I just buy or lose money. So nowadays I do not have to trade candlestick. I do not have to trade hammer, shooting star, pin bar pattern. So get trapped over here, okay? And then come back down. So let's add in my all right, the cloud central pivot range over here. Okay, so I remove the cloud already, so not to confuse you guys. Okay, I remove the cloud over here. Tracy, okay, above the cloud, daily time frame and weekly time frame. Daily and weekly is all above the cloud. So mid-term, long-term, we are still on an uptrend for now. All right, okay. So this is the central pivot range over here. All right, you can see prior to that, we have been respecting the CPR over here. Right, CPR is acting as a support resistance zone over here. And the S&P 500 right now is right smack at the CPR over here, right? At the bottom range of the CPR. Okay, so yes. All right, so yes, actually, in fact, 2 days ago, this was the wash. Okay, This was the range. I didn't enter into the index. I entered into some of the other ETF, right? Of course, when the market overall is down, I think about 70-80% of the stocks also coming down, except in some of the commodities or energy stocks that kept going up. Otherwise, generally, about 70-80% of the stock will come down. Of course, there'll be outliers, but most of the time, other stocks will come down as well. So there's a wash and rinse, okay? And this is actually, you know, the very next day, actually price reverse back down again. So I wouldn't say this is a failed wash and rinse yet, because most likely the stock have to be somewhere right below the low. So at least price has to take out the low over here and close below the low. All right, then I will be more careful, and my tune will be more towards the bearish side. Still uptrend, but I would say that the uptrend is weakening and shouldn't be a good time to long now. You wait for more confirmation. All right. So was a wash and rinse, but haven't failed yet. Still watching for this. And for the Nasdaq, this CPR, yes, we are below the monthly CPR. We are below that. All right. But there's a reason why I still think that it is bullish. Okay. It is because of the yearly pivot. Later I'll go through with that as well. All right. There is asking, right? Broken through, right? So the Nasdaq is the only one that's broken below the CPR, right? But the S&P and Dow still haven't. So overall, I'm still S&P, I think, represent a broader market. So I think it's still okay. All right. And the Dow still supporting well at the CPR over here. All right. CPR over here. Okay. And now, okay, now I remove the monthly CPR already. So not to confuse you, I remove the monthly CPR. Okay. Now I add in the yearly CPR. Yearly. So let's go to the S&P 500 first. Then you'll see that this is the yearly one. Yearly means that take last year, okay, high, low, close, some formula, you get the yearly CPR numbers. You can see that, you know, rejected here, rebounded here, and rejected here. Right now, we are again at the yearly CPR once again, okay? Still supported at a crucial support right now. The Nasdaq, okay, below the yearly CPR, but overall, as I mentioned, the S&P and the and the Dow, we are still above. So I think generally still bullish, okay, still okay. The Dow is still okay, So if we add in both the monthly and the yearly CPR together, you can see that the Dow is actually right now at a very important support where the monthly and the yearly CPR coincide. So there's confluence over here. So it is at a very strong support. And for the S&P 500, okay, also at you can see the green dotted line and the black dotted line, we are also right smack over there. So we are at a strong support. All right. And Nasdaq is the only one that is slightly more bearish, but overall, you know, I think we are still in our trend. Okay. So I add in everything already. Okay. Okay, remove this thing first. Okay. Facebook. Okay. So for the Nasdaq, we are still at the cloud, so still support over here. Okay, let's go to the S&P 500. Sorry for changing around. Okay, for the S&P 500, right? I want to see price to close above 4,480. Okay, 4480. Okay, about 448. This is the upper range of the CPR. Upper range of the CPR over here. Okay, 4480. Then I would deem that, you know, the market is really back on an uptrend. 4480. Okay. For the Nasdaq, option wise, I would prefer price to go above the cloud over here. All right. So that will be about this horizontal line over here will be about 14,800. Okay. 14,800 level for the Nasdaq to be above the cloud. That will say that market is really back into an uptrend. No question asked. Don't short it, uptrend one, okay? And the Dow, I don't want to go through number now. Okay, just as long as above the cloud, then will be quite bullish. Okay, so I don't want price right now, right, for the S&P 500, right, to go below the cloud over here. Okay, go below cloud. Okay, even though it can be, below the CPR, the last line of defense will be somewhere around the cloud level. That would be around 4,003. Okay, I don't want price to go below 4,003 for the S&P futures. Don't go below 4,003. Okay, I will still generally be bullish. Below 4,003, then I'll be a bit skeptical of the uptrend. Is the uptrend still intact? Can so far? All right, the Nasdaq. All right. Yeah. Okay, is already below the cloud already. So I don't want it to go below the S1 level support, at least for this month. Okay. All right. So that is about 13,450. Okay, somewhere around there. All right. So build the S1 support over here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go through already. Let me go through the. Okay. Tracy is, I always see the 5 and 30 minute time above the cloud frame, it fails this day. Generally, if you go into intraday time frame, right, the cloud is not that useful anymore because kind of get ping pong, up, down, crisscross level, up, down. So I generally only use the cloud into higher time frame, daily time frame, weekly time frame, monthly time frame. Don't use the cloud into lower time frame because originally the cloud is not meant for day trading one. Okay, so don't use it into intraday time frame. All right. Shirley is asking, right, may I know, do you change any settings for the cloud? No change in settings, only remove the lines over here. Some of the Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, and the Chikou span. I remove the lines. Other than that, the cloud original default parameters, I only remove all the lines over there. So can so far. So the rinse never happens. The rinse happens. Okay, the rinse happens. Okay, so the rinse happens. This is naked over here. Okay. This is the wash bar. Okay, this is the green bar over here is the rinse bar. If you already entered, okay, the day before, all right, nothing wrong. All right, it is wash and rinse, but the next day price wash back again. This is another rinse. This is no, not a rinse. Okay, this is reverse back the previous day bar. Okay, but generally it is still wash and rinse, but haven't failed yet. Okay, haven't failed yet. So we shall see next coming week or so. All right. So what is the probability of the index going back at this current price? I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea because as you mentioned already, it's all about probability. So you place a trade, set a stop loss, at least from a trading swing trade, position trade perspective, it cut my losses. Now that's exit lah. All right. Sorry, I'm new. What is the cloud function available in TradingView? All right, so you can go to this indicator platform, indicator search. All right, just search for Ichimoku Cloud. Then there you go already. All right, and of course there are some settings. Okay, so I will walk through. I have a video over here. It is this one. Okay, the YouTube tutorial where I show you how to set up the cloud, the CPR and such. I will post in the comments and in the chat and in the chat box if you're on YouTube. All right, in the comments. It's already posted already. Just go and watch it and you should know. If everything clear so far? So just a recap on the indices over here. Daily time frame, weekly time frame, we are still uptrend. But within the next 1 or 2 weeks, okay, I don't want to see price fail within the certain levels that I mentioned earlier. All right, at least for S&P 500, don't fall below the cloud. Then I'll be more careful, which means that the uptrend not so intact already. Okay, if fall below here, all right, there's a high chance that you can go and test below the swing low again in March also. All right, can everything clear? If everything clear, just type good so far. Okay, right now we have about 220 plus people in the room right now. just give me a like and share. Okay, liking is free, doesn't cost you money, but it tells Facebook algo importantly that you want to see more of our content in the future. Because if you don't engage with me, you don't like, you don't share, you don't comment, Facebook will deem that you don't like our content and will not show you in your Facebook feed in the near future already. Okay, so do subscribe to our Facebook page, like YouTube channel as well. Okay, just give us a like and share, doesn't cost you money one. Okay, once again, okay, I've been talking about the wash and rinse pattern. A lot of things I mentioned about that. Okay, it's based on Beanie wash and rinse. Okay, it is a very good trigger. So if you want to know more about the wash and rinse and see how you can get the cost fee refunded 100%. Okay, so you can just head over to the link over here. If you are watching this and cannot see the comments or the chat whatsoever, right, just go to this link over here, bit.ly/alienwash2022. All right, can go to this link over here. The details are inside. Alien Wash course, okay. Register for the 18th April, this coming Monday, wash and rinse webinar. Just click name and email. Remember, once you register, please go to your email inbox and click on the email and confirm. Otherwise, we will not be able to send you the information. All right, and of course, the cost fee is $700. Okay, for the wash and rinse. All right, then it's fully refunded. You can walk through the details over here. You can go to this XC or Blueberry market. Personally, I have XC. Okay, and trade a minimum of 2 standard lots until 30th June. So 2 months, very easy to hit, and just fund a minimum of 2K, and then the $700 will be refunded back into your broker account, which essentially the wash and rinse the alien wash cost is free for you already, right? So if you trust me, if you think that it's good, no need to think too much, okay, then just register for this course. Okay, over here, sign up now. All right, can so far? Can all right, so what else do I want to go through? Okay, I want to go through with you okay, so I mentioned about seasonality already. Sectors in play, okay, sectors in play. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, the seasoners, April, generally it is a good month, right? But of course, right now we are still in a correction, so stock selection is very important. Okay, all right. So before I go into that, let me share with you some trade that I am doing, and also showcase with you. Okay, let me see. Okay, the one that entered at least on the stocks and ETF is at recently, I think last or 2 days ago. Wood, okay, timber and forestry ETF. All right. Later I'll show you why. Okay, but I know that the chart might look a bit messy to you, but okay, just based on trigger only, okay, this is a wash bar. All right, and then this is a rinse bar. This is I entered as well. Okay, another one that I entered. Okay, it is this REMX rare earth. Okay, so just to share with you, price actually hit the a rally or pullback, hit the CPR over here, and then wash bar over no, sorry, the arrow, the wash bar over here. Okay, and then the rinse bar over here. All right, this is where I enter, slightly underwater, but I think it's fine. So we shall see next week how it goes. Okay, and I also recently take a number of FX trade because FX quite a few opportunity also. So let me check my trade position. I really trade so this is I won't show too much but this is really some of the things that I traded. Okay, so let me see. Okay, okay, a good example would be cat yen over here. Okay, so by the way, the yen has been depreciating against a whole basket of other currencies. Okay, I think this is, you know, they are depreciating, making export, export cheaper. Okay, all right. So and the yen pairs are actually very trending, like dollar yen, cat yen, Aussie, and all these yen pairs. So this just to showcase also. All right, this is a uh, this is a wash bar. Okay, and then this is a rinse bar. Okay, this is where I enter on this bar over here, and then subsequently price just move higher. I've already exited, I take profit somewhere around here, this line over here. Okay, I take profit somewhere around here. Okay, and then what else? Let me see. Euro NZD cross pair, EURNZD. Okay, Euro NZD. Okay, let me see. Euro NZD. Also forget already. Euro NZD. It is, yeah, I took over here. Okay, so this is the wash bar over here, and then there's a rinse bar over here. Okay, and then I enter. All right, so this is a profitable trade also. Let me see. Dollar cat. Dollar cat is a bit tricky, okay, but I took the profit pretty fast over here. Because dollar cat overall is in a downtrend. Okay, you can see that, you know, this is a wash bar. Okay, this is a wash bar, and then this is a rinse bar. All right, and then I took somewhere just at the low of the CPR over here, lower range of the CPR, and then, you know, happen to take profit on the day itself, then price reverse back up. So I think very fast trade. I think just a 2 days trade, I'm out already. Okay, yeah, of course, not all trade are profitable. Okay, but let me show you the trade that I had lost. One is this Aussie cat over here, Aussie cat. Okay, let me check my brokerage account. Aussie cat. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this is a wash bar, this red bar over here, and then this green bar is the rinse bar. So I enter on this bar over here. I went long. Okay, I go long, I buy. Okay, but subsequently price just came back down. Okay, and I just exited. Okay, all right. So this is a losing trade. So overall, still profitable. Quite a number of profitable trade on the FX trade as well. So again, if you are curious about the wash and rinse, okay, at least go and attend the free webinar first and see whether it suits you. Okay, and if you're interested, sign up for the course and get the full course free refunded. Okay, so I post the link in the comments. Okay, Praveen is asking, right, how do you determine the wash and rinse bar? I wish I could explain, but this is not my trigger. So this is Beanie's trigger, so I cannot disclose too much. So I think the best is that you go and watch it yourself on Beanie's webinar. Okay, so I think I missed it over here. Let me try to do that. All right, so right now we have 200 people in the room. So share with you some trade ideas. Sure or not? Are you ready for some trade ideas or not? Okay. If you're ready, just type ready. I know some people left ready. I think it's fine, but I always keep the best towards the last. Okay, I try to end within 1 hour today. Okay, maybe not 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes. Are you ready or not? If type ready in the comments. By the way, any sectors or ETF that you guys think are interesting, are moving, let me know. I might not catch anything at all, or you might be watching the same thing that I am. Okay, all right. Of course, you know, commodities and all the energy stocks, ETF, have been moving. Okay. So I'll go through that. I hope you catch some of them also. But just to let you know, all right, for this coming window of period, let me. Oh, by the way, some of the things that I mentioned in my last Facebook Live are still in play, you know, like crude oil. Crude oil, not really that. Really, can you see crude oil? Okay, positive. So it's really positive. Aussie, I think, still in play. Aussie, all right. Australia index, South Africa, put in all these are not really. Okay, dollar index, okay. I want to specify this. Dollar index I mentioned bearish from the start of April to 19th of April. All right. So go to DXY first. DXY dollar index. Okay. So these seasonal things are not holy grail. They're not 100% foolproof. I repeat many times. Price action is still number one. You need to watch the price action first, right? Before doesn't mean that you say bearish then go and short it now. So even though it says that start of the April to about 19th of April, it is bullish, bearish, but dollar index, start of the April, okay, but there's no way I can short it lah. Okay, can you see that after this consolidation, dollar is very strong. Okay, after this rally consolidation and then start to rally again. So above the cloud uptrend, above the CPR uptrend, there's no way for me to go and short it one. So 4th of April, somewhere around here. Okay, there's no trigger lah. So I don't do anything lah. I don't do anything. You get what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? So you still need to watch the price action. But I will share with you about this dollar index again. Okay, so for this week, all right, 15 April, I'll start a new one. Okay, I'll start a new one. I'll start a new one over here. Okay, I'll start a new one over here. 15 April, this week one. Okay, 15 April, this week. This week one. Okay, gold. Okay, gold. Gold is actually, let's go to the bearish one first. Bearish one. Bearish. Okay, bearish. For gold. Gold, it is this 13th of April to 20, actually quite a long period, 25th of May. All right, for the past 10 years, 90% of the time, it is actually bearish, negative. Okay, it is negative. Price close lower. All right. Of course, recently the hype is all about commodities and such. Okay, so let's go to the gold chart right now. Gold. All right, gold. All right, it's actually uptrend above the cloud, above the CPR. Is it above the CPR? No, actually above the CPR last month, but right now this month is actually below the CPR. All right, so it tells you that the trend is actually uptrend is weakening, not that strong anymore. Of course, this was a bit parabolic over here, and then come back down. Okay, consolidate, then go back up again. Okay, so this is what gold has been moving for the past 2 weeks or so. So rallying right now. Okay, and 13th of April, right, which is now already. Okay, can you see that price actually hit the CPR already? Okay, CPR over here, and then okay, and then this is a wash bar. All right, this is the wash bar, and then this red bar is actually the rinse bar. All right, so technically, okay, if you want to short it, you can go and short it. All right, but again, we are generally against the trend, so this will be a riskier trade. Okay, I haven't taken the trade yet, but I'm thinking whether I should take it this coming Monday or not. I will see how it goes. Intraday, see how the price move first. But just let you know, okay, you might not want to short it, okay, but you also don't buy lah, okay, for now, because the price action doesn't look very strong. Now, you need to watch the price action first, okay. You can choose not to short, but buying wise, you also need to think, okay, because price hit the CPR and then ding dong already. Okay, all right, and based on seasonals, a lot of metals, okay, like copper, I think it's platinum, towards the later of April, they are generally bearish. All right, of course, this is based on seasonals. We don't couple in with the fact that based on geopolitical, okay, the supply side, the war, Ukraine, Russia, all this could play a part. So the commodity side could be a bit more difficult to trade because anytime the geopolitical side could override the seasonal. So okay, can be more difficult to trade now, can more difficult to trade. But generally, I mean that if you are really based on technical, I think it is not wrong to short it if you want to. Okay, but it is more of a riskier trade. So you need to have a stop in place. Can? All right. So the next one I'm going to share with you is also the dollar. So the dollar is actually still bearish. Still bearish. Okay, still bearish. Okay, from the 22nd of April, actually it's next week, okay, to the 5th of May. For the past 10 years, 50% it is bearish, okay, which means that 9 years it is bearish. And actually this data period is actually better than the one that I mentioned earlier. Okay, the probability is higher based on that. Okay, the dollar index, all right, the DXY USD. Okay, so again, let's take a look at the dollar index. Okay, DXY over here. All right. Right now there is still nothing to trade yet, because no trigger yet. All right. So it is still going higher, but take note. Okay, this has been rallying for some time now. Okay, so watch for price at the R2 level, okay, which is 100.92. Okay, I believe there could be some resistance over here, price it there and then come back down. So we shall see how it goes. So, but again, we are still against the trend. I'm just sharing with you that, based on seasonal dollar index, it is actually bearish. Okay, but you still need to wait for the price action for you to trigger any action for any trader. Can? Okay, so so let's go to the bullish side now. Bullish side now. Bullish side actually quite a number are actually quite bullish lah, boss. Okay, I'll talk about the stocks one first. I'll talk about natural gas, also commodities. If you're seeing the ETF, there'll be UNG, 12th of April to 29th of April. For the past 11 years, 91% is positive, which means that 10 years is positive. Let's look at the futures directly first. Natural gas is NG. Okay. So can you see a 12th of April? It actually ran already. Okay, ran already. 2 days. Okay, ran already. Still going higher since the start of the month. Has been going higher lah. Okay. Difficult to chase. So I'm just sharing with you this. Okay, until 29th of April. So anytime there is a pullback, you could think of entering if you want to, but right now I won't chase. Okay, I need to see a pullback, then I consider to enter. The best if I can see a wash and rinse also. Okay, but right now no action yet. This is the natural gas futures. If you want to go to the ETF, it will be UNG natural gas. Okay, same movement. Okay, I won't be chasing. Still, I need a pullback before I can enter. All right. So another one. Interestingly, this one is the lumber, 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 wood. Lumber is the wood, the wooden planks and all these wood. Also commodities, okay. Of course, commodities is still in play. A lot of commodities have been going up in prices. The grains and such, right? Okay, 21st of April to the 5th of May. Okay, for the past 10 years, 90% is actually positive over here. And if you go to see lumber is LB, is it lumber? Random lumber futures. Okay. It is negative now, right now, okay, but it could turn anytime soon. Okay, and that's the reason I also wanted to go into this wood ETF also. Global timber price action actually show positive, and that's the reason why I entered. Okay, and if you go to the ETF.com and go to search wood, a lot of this is in the uh, timber REITs, timber. What God, timber tree? Is it timber tree? What? Yeah, Timberland. Sorry, Timberland is a listed company that manage forests and timberlands. Okay, and a number of them is actually REITs. Okay, it's REITs like this. I think it's WY. I think WY is REITs. WY is it REITs? I'm not REITs. I think Rayoneer. I remember there's a one. There are a few are REITs. RYN. Is it this? Yeah. Okay. Rayoneer is Timberland REITs. So all these are moving pretty bullish right now. Okay. WY. I'm going to pronounce that Weyer Hazer Company. All right. It's also moving pretty bullish right now. So that's the reason why. Don't copy me. Okay, I could be wrong one. I wrong. I cut. That's it. Okay. So don't copy me. Okay. Yeah. This is timber, lumber, wood. All right. So this is what I enter. And something interesting. Okay, is this one. Italy. All right. EWI. Italy ETF. 14th of April to 28th of April. Okay, 11 years. 91% positive. So let's take a look at Italy. Okay, as I mentioned in my previous episode live, okay, if the stock market, the US market correction, nothing to trade, don't have to die trade the US stock market. But in line, okay, you can trade other things. Okay, there are a lot of ETF for you to choose from. A lot of country ETF, like recently, the Chile ETF, Peru, South Africa, and such, and all this present opportunity. Okay, and EWI. Let's take a look. EWI. Really? All right, so you can see it is actually not too bad. All right, of course, price can be a little bit gappy, but I think okay, still tradable over here. It depends on how you manage your stop loss. Okay, I wouldn't go into that, but generally it's tradable one. Okay, you can see that downtrend, uptrend, not uptrend, it rally, and then price is right now supported by the cloud, as in supported by the CPR over here. Okay, it tells me that the downtrend is weakening and supported by the cloud, and of course the next resistance is over here. Okay, but I think looks not too bad, the price action. All right, and then actually I can see a wash and rinse also. This is a wash bar. All right, and then this is the rinse bar over here. All right, you can see. So we shall see how it goes within the next 1 to 2 weeks or so. All right, so talking about the US stocks right now, I won't go through individual stocks, but as I mentioned already, for US stocks, generally a lot of sectors, all these are tech, right? All these are the positive one for the month of April. So, okay, let's go to stockchart.com. Let's take a look for the US stocks. What are the sectors that are actually strong right now? All right. Oops. I cannot show you the password. Yeah. Wrong. Wait. Ah. Okay, so for the stock chart wise, you can go to this. I think for free one, it is also free. Okay, for the candle glance over here. So you go to the predefined group. predefined group, you go to the sector ETF. Okay, sector ETF. Let me post the link in the comment over here. Darius, I'll be asking you about. I'll be looking at your comments on the DVX market breadth later. Okay, I'll answer that later if I have time. Okay, I'll post the candle glance. I hope I'm not sure whether you guys can see. You should be able to see. Okay, this is the SPX S&P 500. Okay, so the benchmark price rally, okay, coming down. All right, so can you see that the discretionary same movement? Comms is worse than the SPX. Okay, technology right now also weak. Okay, can you see it's coming down also. The industrial almost in line with the SPX also, S&P same beta also. Okay, materials is the stronger one, not surprising because a lot of materials are the commodities one. So it is the stronger one. While the market is down, it is still going up. So this is materials are strong. Of course, energy also strong, not to say. Okay, consumer staple, which is the consumer defensive, it has been going up. Okay, healthcare, okay, not going down, but not as strong as the commodities one, the materials and the energy, but still okay. All right. Utilities, also a kind of defensive sectors, also holding well. And financial, it is coming down. All right. And the real estate is also holding pretty well. So as you can see over here, right, the materials are the strong one, energy, defensive, healthcare, utilities, and real estate. Okay, so these are the stronger ones. And something that's you need to take note is that as long as the consumer staple is still leading the market and also the utilities, then I think the market is not doing so well because undergoing correction. Normally, when the market is having a correction, right, the defensive sectors like the staples and the utilities, they tend to do better. Right now, they are still pretty strong, which means that, we will see the stock market in the next coming 1 or 2 weeks or so. But generally, based on seasonal, I repeat a lot of times already, so it is still a pretty strong market. And, if the market is about to really turn, okay, let's say next week, market really positive, okay, I think the financial might lead also, might continue to hit higher. There's a rally, normally the financial need to lead, okay. So based on that, this is the regional banks. It's pretty good. Regional banks meaning not the top tier banks, the second, third tier, city states bank. Okay, I'll show you the banks later. The ETF is IAT. All right, 19th of April to the 3rd of May. For the past 11 years, 91% of the time it is positive. Okay, and also the brokers, dealers, exchanges. Okay, exchanges. It's IAI ETF. IAI. 20th of April to this is pretty long. This is until 8th of June. 8th of June. For the past 10 years, 90% of the time it is positive. So 11 years, 10 years positive, 10 years, 9 years positive. Okay, so go to regional banks, IAT. Okay, IAT. So what are all these regional banks? Go to ETF.com/IAT. Okay, not your Citibank group, not your Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan and all these. So the second tier, like PNC, Trust Financial, US Bancorp, okay, SVB, okay, First Republic, Fifth Third Bancorp, the second tier one, second tier, third tier banks, okay, they tend to do pretty well. And of course, the broker dealer is IAI. IAI is this. Go and check it out. Charles Schwab, JP Morgan. I think it's JP Morgan. Sorry, it's not JP, it's Morgan Stanley. Charles Schwab, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. Okay, the exchanges will be like Nasdaq, CME Group, CBOE. Okay, so all these are common names, right? These tends to do pretty well. So let's take a look at IAT. Okay, take a look at IAT right now. IAT, let's take a look at the chart. Still pretty weak. Still pretty weak. Okay, below cloud, below CPR. All right, this is a downtrend. But let's see next week. See how's the price react. Okay, I think worth a try and see whether if they really turn. Okay, of course you have to watch the price action first. Okay, it's still pretty weak. Weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is a different story. Okay, it is still on an uptrend. Weekly time frame can see the IAT uptrend, still undergoing a pullback, but we are hitting the yearly pivot already. Can you see over here? We are hitting the yearly pivot level over here. So it's a good area of support. So let's see next week whether it could turn or not. All right. Okay. And then the brokers dealer, IAI. Right. So we are also okay at a turning point over here, a key level over here, okay, at the yearly pivot. And I can see also wash and rinse over here. Okay. Wash. Sorry. This is the wash bar. And then this is the rinse bar over here. All right. But on the daily time frame, below the cloud, below the CPR, generally the trend, day time frame, the trend is still downtrend. But again, if you go to a higher time frame, all right, we are still on a uptrend one. Can you see over here? Uptrend, very nice uptrend. Okay, but then a pullback. So right now we are still at a key support right now. Okay, True say that FVB is good. Is it really good? SVB. Oh, SVB. No, this one is it? Never mind. Okay, I'll go through individual stocks right now. Okay, so let's see the Darius right now. Actually, can look at VVIX. I look through the VVIX. Actually, not the market breadth. Nothing much to say about the VVIX. So not every time. The VVIX you have something to show. For at least for me, I looked through before. I don't think there's nothing much to see right now. Okay, so for me, okay, I won't go through the chart right now. I think not enough time already. And market breadth, I look at the high low, 50 days moving average above the 50 days, 100 days, 200. Also right now in between. It's not okay. Okay, let me clarify what I should say. It is not at an extreme level. Okay, it's not at the extremely bottom, not at the extremely high. So it's in between. So to me, market breadth also nothing much can tell a story also. So I'm not looking at the market breadth so much right now. Okay, so this is just my personal view. If you think you can see something from market breadth, do let me know in the comment. Okay, I don't know everything. Okay, you can share with me. All right. SIVB, okay, SIVB. Take a look. SVR, okay. Not that good in a way that it is below the cloud, below CPR, below the yearly people also. Okay. So of course, this is just one particular stock. Generally, you can look at the ETF, it's still okay. Okay. So any questions so far? If you think that you get some trade idea, you think everything is good so far, just type GOD good so far. All right. If you think that I'm giving you some value, some trade ideas, and such, right? Just type value in the comments. Okay. Just engage with me and such, boss. Yeah. Okay. Let me take a break. Today a bit thirsty. So just a very quick recap. Market pullback, correction. Okay, but I'm still bullish. We need to see the level next week. And for the S&P 500, okay, do not close below the cloud level, which is about 4,003. All right. Price to be bullish, I'll prefer it to go above 4431. Okay, 4431 or 4430, about that. Okay, so that's the key thing. Okay, so key level to take note, cannot fall below 4003. If go above 4004, then I think the bullish uptrend it is still intact. All right. Recap, seasonals, April, May, good month, but right now we're in the midst of correction. But okay, I think we still have some time to go. All right, I think the market could turn anytime. Okay, which I still think that I'm still bullish, at least for now. All right. Sector industry wise, okay, we are April still a pretty good month. Okay, we shall see. And then for the Singapore, Hong Kong market, all right, for the, is it over there? STI, April is a good month. May, June, not so good. Same for Hang Seng. April, good month. May, June, not so good. Based on data, statistical data. Can? All right. Back to the trade ideas over here. Commodities still in play, but watch out for the metals, the precious metals and the industrial metals. Okay, I'm not sure how it will pan out, but based on seasonals, okay, gold is bearish. Okay, from this period of time. USD, historical wise, it is this month also a bearish month, so you need to wait for a price action to confirm that. Natural gas bullish, Lambo bullish. Okay, if you're using CFD, it is easy for you to trade, but natural gas, I won't trade it because ran so much really. I need a pullback. Italy presents a good trading opportunity right now. I'm looking at that. Okay, if you think the season is in play, you might want to look at the regional banks. Okay, this is just one of the few trade ideas. But generally, okay, the US market almost all are pretty bullish. Okay, energy, utilities, industrial, tech, consumer, materials, comms, all pretty bullish. Okay, can so much? Can or not? Can all right. So I think with that, I shall end the session already. One last call. Okay, I talk about a lot of wash and rinse. If you want to join the wash and rinse course, no issue. You can join. All right. I post the link in the comments. $700 full cash refund if you met the condition. You join a broker, made fund $2,000 Sing dollars, and you made a 2 standard lot trade and get the $700 refunded back to your account. Or if you want to, you are still deciding, you can go to the wash and rinse webinar over here. Okay, this coming Monday, right, and know more about the automation and how Bini use the wash and rinse over here. Go to the site over here. I posted the link already. Okay, go to the register 18 April wash and rinse and fill out your name and details. Okay, I think there should be a replay. Don't quote me. Okay, if there's a replay, then good for you. You can watch the replay. Okay, just register first. It is free. It's free. Okay, so I think Tracy is asking, TD Ameritrade can trade other country? Yes. Okay, all the other country ETF, all these are listed in the US exchanges. So it is tradable. It is tradable. All right. TD Ameritrade can, because TD Ameritrade only trades the US exchanges. Okay. So with that, I shall end the session already. So I wish you guys a happy holiday. Still have Saturday and Sunday, to enjoy yourself. And with that, thank you so much for staying with me tonight. Good night, Wan An, and have a good week ahead. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.